Hello everyone, welcome to Principles of Communication System lecture series. In this video, we will look into DSBSC generator, and generator is ring modulator and DSBSC demodulator. The examples are coherent detector, Costas loop. Ring modulator. A ring modulator can be used to generate a double sideband suppressed wave DSBSC. It consists of an input transformer T1, this is the T1, and output transformer T2, and this is the T2, and 4 diodes connected in a bridge circuit, and this is the 4 diode D1, D2, D3 and D4 we connected in the form of bridge. Here the carrier is, and this is the carrier signal, RF carrier wave CF. Signal is applied to a central taps of the input and output transformer, and this is the input transformer and this is the center tap, and this is the output transformer T2 and this is the center tap. So carrier we connected to center tap of the input and output transformer, and modulating signal is applied to the input transformer T1, and this is the modulating signal is connected to input transformer T1, and output appears across the secondary of the transformer. So here we get the output waveform. The diodes are connected in the bridge act like a switches, and their switching is controlled by a carrier signal, as it is usually higher in frequency and amplitude than the modulating signal. So here message signal M of t is the continuous signal and carrier signal is the periodic square wave. In ring modulator, applied carrier is periodic square wave. In during positive cycle of the periodic square wave C of t, the diode D1 and D2 are turned on, while the diodes D3 and D4 are turned off. Thus M of t is multiplied by positive amplitude of the carrier signal C of t. Thus V output of t is equal to M of t. In ring modulator, the applied signal is square wave. Let's consider one square wave. And this is the reference line with respect to time t, and this is the positive amplitude of the square wave and this is the negative amplitude of the square wave. In ring modulator carrier, applied carrier is the square wave. It consists of positive cycle and negative cycle with respect to time t. So we know that modulating signal S of t it's equal to product of the input signals. So input signals are message signals and carrier signal. So it's equal to M of t into C of t. So during positive cycle, so diode D1 and D2 is turned on and diode D3 and D4 is turned off. So V output of t it's equal to M of t into positive cycle value. The positive value, let assume it's equal to plus 1. So M of t into C of t, instead of C of t we multiply it by plus 1. So we get V output of t it's equal to M of t. So this is the circuit, and this is a diode D1 and this is a diode D2 and this is a message signal M of t and this is a carrier signal C of t. So this is the positive terminal of the diode and we connected to positive terminal of the input transformer, and again this is the diode D2, again diode D2, this is the positive terminal, again we connected to positive terminal of the center tap transformer. So diode D1 and D2 In forward bias condition, it's conduct only positive cycle and clip of the negative cycles. During negative half cycle of the carrier signal C of t, the diode D1 and D2 are turned off, while the diode D3 and D4 are turned on. Thus, M of t is multiplied by negative 1 or amplitude of this negative amplitude of the carrier signal. Thus, V output of t it's equal to M of t into C of t. So, C of t it's equal to minus 1. So, we get minus M of t, and this is the circuit, and diode D1 and D2 is turned off, and diode D3 and diode D4 is turned on. It carries the negative, it's conduct the negative half cycle of the carrier signal, and this is the positive terminal we connected to positive, and again this is the positive terminal of the diode we connected to positive terminal of the secondary transformer, and negative we connected to negative, and here negative is connected to negative is connected to positive of the primary, and again here negative is connected to positive terminal of the primary. So note that during positive half cycle of the carrier signal, diode D1 and D2 is conduct the positive cycles. During negative cycle, diode D3 and D4 is conduct the negative cycle, and outputs are during positive cycle output is M of t, during negative cycle output is minus M of t, one with respect to positive amplitude of the carrier signal and another one is negative carrier signals. As this is the wave message signal M of t. M of t is the sinusoidal signal with respect to time t. So we connected to primary transformer T1, and C of t is the carrier signal. C of t is the square wave periodic pulse wave, and this is the reference line, and this is the positive amplitude, positive voltage, and this is the negative amplitude. So C of t is connected to transformer center tap of the transformer T1 and T2. The modulated output S of t it's equal to product of the input signals. So product of the input signal S of t is equal to M of t into C of t. So ring modulator we design using 4 diode D1, D2, D3 and D4. So during positive cycle of the input, from for example you take this is the square wave, from ear to ear is the positive value, from ear to ear is the negative value. So again, and from ear to ear is the positive amplitude, and again ear to ear is the negative amplitude. So during positive half cycles, diode D1 and D2 is conduct the signals, because diode D1 and D2 act as a forward bias during positive carrier signal. So during negative cycle, so diode D3 and D4 is conduct the signal, because diode D3 and D4 is in forward bias condition. So this is the modulated output. So this is the positive carrier signal amplitude, and this is the negative carrier signal amplitude. So this is in positive, during positive up cycle the diode D1 and D2 is in on, and during negative up cycle diode D3 and D4 is in on. So we know that S of t, this is the mathematical representation of the modulated DSBSC wave. So S of t it's equal to M of t into C of t. So we know that M of t is the sinusoidal signal, it's equal to AM into cos 2 pi Fm into t, and C of t is the pulse periodic pulse. So C of t it's equal to 4 divided by pi summation n is equal to 1 into infinity minus 1 to the power n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1 into cos 2 pi fct into 2n minus 1. Just to expand the equation, so carrier signal C of t, it's equal to 4 divided by pi into cos 2 pi fct minus 1 divided by 3 cos 6 pi fct plus odd harmonics. So this is the representation for the C of t. C of t is the periodic square wave, and this is the mathematical representation C of t. So S of t is the modulated output. This is the modulated output is product of the M of t in and C of t. So S of t, it's equal to 4 divided by pi into summation 1 into infinity minus 1 to the power n minus 1 into 2 divided by 2n minus 1 cos 2 pi fct into 2n minus 1 into m of t. And this equation is exactly, it's equal to expanded equation. It's equal to 4 divided by pi into cos 2 pi fct minus 1 by 3 cos 6 pi fc into t. So it may be noted that there is no output from the modulator at the carrier frequency, therefore the carrier is entirely eliminated. S of t, it's equal to 4 divided by pi into cos 2 pi fct minus 1 by 3 cos 6 pi fct. This is the carrier signal C of t into message signal M of t. So M of t is common for first term and second term. Just you expand the equation, the S of t, it's equal to 4 divided by pi into M of t into cos 2 pi fc into t minus 4 divided by 3 pi into m of t cos 6 pi fc into t plus odd harmonics value. This is the time domain equations for ring modulator. So in frequency domain description, so we know that S of t is equal to 4 divided by pi m of t into cos 2 pi fct minus 4 divided by 3 pi m of t into cos 6 pi fct. So if you want to convert the time domain equations into frequency domain, we have to take the Fourier transformer on both sides. So this is the time domain equation. So it's in the form of m of t and cos 2 pi fct. Just you apply the third property. So third property says m of t into cos 2 pi f naught of t is equal to 1 by 2 m into f minus f naught plus m into f plus f naught. So here this is the first term and this is the second term. So here 2 pi fct, it's equal to 2 pi f naught of t. So 2 pi get cancelled and t get cancelled. So f naught is equal to fc. And second term cos function is 6 pi fct. 6 pi fct, it's equal to 2 pi f naught of t. So here f naught, it's equal to 3 fc. So you take the Fourier transformer on both sides and just you apply the third property. So take the Fourier transformer on both the side. The S of f, S of t into S of f, it's equal to 4 divided by pi, and m of t cos 2 pi fct, it's equal to 1 by 2 m into f minus fc plus m into f minus fc. So here f naught is equal to fc. And second term, it's equal to minus amplitude of the second term is 3 divided by 3 pi into 1 by 2 m into f minus f naught. So here f naught, it's equal to 3fc. Here cos 2 pi fct, it's equal to 2 pi f naught of t. Then you find out the f naught, we get the 3fc. 3fc plus m into f minus 3fc plus odd harmonics. So it's equal to 2 divided by pi into m f minus fc plus m into f minus fc minus 2 divided by 3 pi into m into f minus 3fc plus m into f minus 3fc, and this is the frequency domain descriptions for ring modulator output, and this is the time domain description and this is a frequency domain description. The process of existing an original message signal from DSBSC wave is known as a detection or demodulation of DSBSC. The following demonstrate or detector are used for demodulating the DSBSC waves. The first one is coherent detector and second is Costas loop. In coherent detector, the same carrier signal which is used for generating the DSBSC signal is used to detect the message signal. Hence, this process of detection is called as a coherent or synchronization detector. For example, in DSBSC generator, carrier signal frequency is 10 kHz and amplitude is 5 volt peak to peak. In demodulation also, the demodulation also, the carrier signal frequency should be equal to 10 kHz and 5 volt peak to peak. So this process is known as coherent detection. The coherent detector consists of product modulator, local oscillator and low pass filter. The modulated output is S of t. This is the modulated output is connected to product modulator and local oscillator output is connected to product modulator. The C of t is the local oscillator output. It's equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus psi value, and output of the product modulator is V of t. So V of t it's equal to product of the input signals and input signals are S of t and C of t. The output of the product modulator is connected to low pass filter. So we know that low pass filter is passes the lower frequency and eliminate the higher frequency. The output of the low pass filter is V output of t is exactly it's equal to message signal or information signal. So let the DSBSC wave S of t it's equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT into M of t. AC cos 2 pi FCT is the message signal, is the carrier signal and M of t is the message signal. The output of the local oscillator is, so this is the local oscillator output. C of t is equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus psi. The where psi is the phase difference between the local oscillator signal and carrier signal, which is used for DSBSC modulation. Carrier signal mathematical representation is equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT. The local oscillator output or demodulator circuit carrier C of t it's equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus phase difference between the local oscillator signal and carrier signals. Now we have to find out the mathematical equations for product modulator output as well as low pass filter output. From the figure we can write the output for product modulator as, so V of t it's equal to S of t into C of t. The S of t is the DSBSC modulated output and C of t is the oscillator output. So we know that product modulator output V of t it's equal to product of the input signal. Input signals are S of t and carrier signal C of t. Then substitute the S of t and C of t values into a above equation. V of t it's equal to S of t it's equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT into M of t. The M of t is the message signal, AC cos 2 pi FCT is the carrier signal into C of t. The C of t is the local oscillator output. It's equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus phase difference value psi. It's equal to, so here we have two amplitude, carrier amplitude AC and AC, we get AC square cos 2 pi FCT into cos 2 pi FCT plus psi into message signal M of t. The last two term it's in the form of cos A and cos B. So we know that cos A and cos B it's equal to 1 by 2 cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So here this is the A value and this is the B value. Just you expand the equation. So we get AC square divided by 2 into cos A plus B. So this is a 2 pi FCT plus psi plus 2 pi FCT. 2 pi FCT is the B and this is the A. So we get 2 pi FCT and 2 pi FCT is equal to 4 pi FCT plus psi value plus cos A minus B 2 pi FCT plus psi minus 2 pi FCT. The positive 2 pi FCT and negative sin 2 pi FCT get cancelled and remaining value is the psi cos psi and you retain m of t as it is. It's equal to m of t. So after expanding we get AC square by 2 into cos 4 pi FCT plus psi plus cos psi into m of t. So V of t it's equal to, so here AC square by 2 it's common for first term and second term and m of t is common for first and second term. Just you simplify the equations we get V of t it's equal to AC square by 2 cos psi into m of t plus AC square by 2 into cos 4 pi FCT plus psi into m of t. In the above equation, the first term is the scaling factor version of the message signal, and this is the equation V of t is equal to AC square by 2 cos psi m of t, and this is the scaling factor of the message signal. It can be extracted by passing the above signal through a low pass filter. So this is the product modulator output, and output is consists of first term and second term. So first term is AC square by 2 cos psi m of t plus second term is AC square by 2 cos 4 pi FCT plus psi into m of t, and this is the lower frequency. Cos psi m of t is the lower frequency and cos 4 pi FCT plus psi into m of t is the higher frequency. So we have to extract the scaling factor, and this is the lower frequency. So it can be extracted by passing the above signal through a low pass filter. The output of the product modulator is again be connected to low pass filter. We know that low pass filter is passes the lower frequency signal, and this is the lower frequency term and this is the higher frequency. Therefore, the output of the low pass filter is V output of t it's equal to first term AC square by 2 cos psi into m of t, and second term is eliminated. The demodulated signal amplitude will be a maximum when psi is equal to 0 degree. That's why the local oscillator signal and the carrier signal should be in phase, that is there should not be any phase difference between these two signals. The output of the coherent detector is AC square by 2 cos psi into m of t. Costas loop is a DSBSC demodulator circuit is used to make a both the carrier signal used for DSBSC modulation and the locally generated signal in phase. And this is the block diagram for Costas loop. It consists of two product modulator, and this is the upper product modulator and this is the lower product modulator. It's separated by minus 90-degree phase shifter, and the output of the product modulator is connected to low pass filter, and this is the upper low pass filter, and again lower product modulator is connected to low pass filter, lower low pass filter, and output of the low pass filter is connected to phase discriminator, and output of the phase discriminator is connected to voltage control oscillator, and voltage control oscillator is generates the cos series signal. The signal cos series mathematical representation is cos 2 pi FCT plus psi be connected to upper product modulator, and S of t is the DSBSC modulated signal The single DSBSC signal we connected to upper product modulator and lower product modulator. So we know that S of t it's equal to message signal M of t into C of t. M of t is equal to AM into cos 2 pi Fm into t, and C of t is AC into cos 2 pi Fc into t. We connected to upper product modulator and lower product modulator. So VCO output is cos 2 pi Fct plus psi. We connected to upper product modulator. Again cos 2 pi Fct plus psi we connected to minus 90 degree phase shifter. The minus 90 degree phase shifter output is equal to sine 2 pi Fct plus psi value. So and this is the minus 90 degree phase shift output shifter, and input is in terms of cos series and output of the phase shifter is sine series. So VCO output cos 2 pi Fct plus psi we connected to upper product modulator, and again VCO output we connected to minus 90 degree phase shifter, and output of the phase shifter is sine 2 pi Fct plus psi we connected to product modulator. The upper product modulator we connected to low pass filter. Low pass filter is passes the lower frequency, and output is AC by 2 cos psi into M of t, and lower product modulator is connected to low pass filter. The output of the low pass filter is AC by 2 into sin psi into M of t, and this is the in phase quadrature channel, and this is the quadrature channel. Costas loop have two channel. The upper channel is in phase channel and lower channel is quadrature phase channel. When the local oscillator signal is in phase with the carrier wave is AC cos 2 pi Fct used at the transmitted end, the I channel output will be, and this is the in phase channel output or upper channel output, Vi of t it's equal to AC by 2 cos psi into M of t. I is indicate the in phase channel. When psi is equal to 0, just you substitute psi it's equal to 0, so cos psi it's equal to 1. The equation is Vi of t it's equal to AC by 2 into 1 into M of t. We get AC by 2 into M of t. This is the in phase channel output when psi is equal to 0. In Q channel, the output is VQ of t. Q is indicate the quadrature channel. It's equal to AC by 2 sin psi into M of t. When psi is equal to 0, then sin psi is equal to 0. The quadrature channel output is VQ of t. It's equal to AC by 2 into 0 into M of t. So it's equal to VQ of t. It's equal to 0. So this is the output of the in phase channel, and this is the quadrature channel output when psi is equal to 0. When the local oscillator phase changes by the small angle psi, then the Q channel modulates an output which is proposed to psi. The output of the Q and I channels are combined in the phase discriminator. The phase discriminator consists of the multiplier and low pass filter which generates a DC signal, which is then applied to a voltage control oscillator VCO. This DC voltage rectifier phase difference to produce as the DSBSC wave. Thank you.